Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back into another episode of, and we, of course, are Farm Simulator 25. We are on the rolling Meadow map, and we are on a PS5 today, the same as every day, because, yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, never really done computer. A little bit, years and years and years ago. I think Diablo, the original Diablo, I did on computer. But anyway, we are going to do a little landscaping here. And so I'm going to speed this up for just a hair, and I'll catch up with you guys in a short. Okay, bear with, please. There we go. Yeah, I just kind of throw some rocks at it. I mean, it's a quarry, right? So it should have some rocks, really. I might go back in and do a little bit more, play around a bit. But for the now, what do you say you come with me? And I'm just going to head into town here, over to the store, and pick up a new toy. Yeah, get a different flatbed here. I think this one, well, I don't know if it's going to be better or not. But we're going to try this one here and see if it's not a little easier to load up for me and whatnot. With it being open like this, it gives me, well, margin for error. I can go over the lip on either side a wee little bit or whatnot, not restricted by the walls of the, oh, pardon me, of the trailer type of thing. Eh? So we'll give this a shot to see if it works out okay. We'll use it for both the sheeples and the greatest of all times. Yeah, the goats, and like that. So how you been, my friends? I hope the season's been good to you. I hope it hasn't been too overwhelming. As I've said before, this time of year is well, it's a powder keg, isn't it? Pretty much. I mean, you're trying to balance normal life, plus you got the whole Christmas thing to do, so you gotta max out the credit cards, keep up with the Joneses, get the kids exactly what the neighbor kids got. That way everybody's on an even keel. And, you know, yeah, no commercial pressure at this time of year at all. But as I say, I hope this finds you well. I hope this finds you with love and balance in your life. I truly, truly do. So onward and upward, as we said, we'll just see how this thing loads up here and whatnot. But I think for our purposes anyway, it should suffice. Like that, we'll see. I still haven't got the ground level uh, just right. It still needs to go down a hair if I want to have this so that the trailer bed is level with the ramp. Mind you, that being said, I mean, we can work with what we got. But we'll see how that's kind of an off camera thing. I think we'll just kind of mess around with that a wee little bit like that. Bear with just a second, my friends. I just got to have a little sip of the old life support system here, i.e., coffee. Oh, my. That first coffee of the day is just something else, isn't it? Oh, man, that is just nectar of the freaking gods. Oh, yeah. Thank you for that. Appreciate your patience. So, yeah, we'll just keep toying around with this here, get it loaded up, but I think that's going to work okay for us. So I do believe I will purchase a second one, and we can use that over in the sheep pasture as well, like that. So, yeah. Now, bear with, we're just going to continue on here, just a wee little bit. And there we go. Through the magic of a video, down to the last one. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I think this is way easier to load up for me anyway. We shall see, we shall see. But so far, so good. Alright, don't drive off the edge. There we go. Down and down. Little bit more. Tilt her forward, and we should be good there. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we'll tuck you in there, and that can sit and wait for the next round of, and then we'll get this all loaded up and like that and like that. Okie so now a little wash, rinse, and repeat. We're on the other side over at the sheep pen now. And same idea. I'm going to try loading this up this way and see if we can't sneak down the edge without driving off. And if I can pull this off, we should be able to get this pretty much tucked in where it's supposed to go without me having to do too much wiggle waggle and finagling and like that and like that. Because, well, it's as my friend Robert says, you know, I mean, you want it as, well, the least labor intensive as possible. He was discussing with me the forklifts and whatnot, and you know the forklifts, they got the ones that they got the side loader kind of thing, and pardon me, way easier for getting into the back of trailers, and you can slide the pallet to the left or to the right and whatnot. I know exactly what he's talking about because I used to work for Mobile Materials down in Mississauga in Ontario, Canada. And Mobile Materials, as you can imagine, we made pallet lifts and like that, um, forklifts of various types, pallet lifts, pallet jacks, you name her, man. And like that. Interesting times. Yeah. Back when I was learning how to weld, way back in the day, man. I was just a kid back then. Holy schmutz. Yep, and yep. Hour and 20-minute drive in to work, an hour and 20-minute drive home along the old 401. Anybody that's from Ontario knows exactly what I'm talking about. That grind, man. You talk about you want to commute, man. 6 lanes going one way, 6 lanes going the other, and then you got a couple of lanes for going left and a couple for going right. And everybody is just laying on their horns, and we're moving along. 5 feet stop, 5 feet stop, 5 feet stop. Yeah, the good days. Again, apologies for the sound effects, but a necessary evil, don't you know? Oh, my, that is good coffee. I don't know who makes that coffee, but I gotta tell you what. Oh, they need a huge thank you from me. Okay, so continuing on here. What? We're just gonna get the sawmill sorted out. I am remiss. I'm behind, and I've allowed things to kind of lax. Well, I've been concentrating on doing other stuff and that and whatnot. Well, as my sister Sonia has said, there is a lot going on, man. Shout out to my sister Sonia. She watches damn near every video I put out. She makes sure that she leaves a like and a comment and stuff like that. And I think that's just way cool because, she really doesn't have to. Well, none of you have to, do you? I definitely do appreciate it, though, I gotta say, and I definitely enjoy the company. Now we'll just drop you off there. There we go. Another poor job done well. And we'll get you in here. Okay, unloading of And like that. There we go. Another poor job done well, Billy. Okay, so that all but tops off the sawmill, so that'll keep that going. And I've loaded up the distributor over on this side, the Lazy Man's distributor, so that should keep things going. And this is where we got the last couple of loads of logs from on this side. And I'm just kind of going back in, giving us a bit of a circle around here, a little turnabout, if you will. And I'm just working on making that cut line down there. That way we got, kind of ease of access to the trees. So that should help. I still got to get in here with the mulcher. Speaking of the mulcher. Grandiose entries, eh? Oh, pardon me. So yeah, we're just going to nip through here, get some of these stumps out of the way, just so that I've got a nice smooth road for the, pardon me, for the tractor trailer, the semi-trailer and all that. So, cool beans. Yeah, a place for everything and everything in its place, of course. And away we go. Another poor job done well. And for my dairies, more for my bakery as well. I've got to start making some butter and and I don't know that the bakery is going to want the buffalo milk for that. So what we are doing as you can well imagine, is I'm just going to dig a hole down all the way through the earth and open up a portal into a different dimension, and then I am outie, man. I had enough of this place, but you gotta swim down. So you got your scuba gear on? Nah, just bear with. I'm just gonna pretty this up a little bit. Same old. You've seen me do it, numerous times on numerous maps. So we just throw in a little meadow, and then, some little bushes like that and like that. Yeah, we'll get the old reeds going in there. There we are. Make the old Atlantis Island there, rings within rings. And we got to have the froggies, right? You got to have the froggies, so we got to put the reeds in, man. And not too many trees, but enough to give them a little bit of shade like that. And we're making sure that this barn that we put in actually takes milk. You'll remember I went through all that transfer of the Angus and the buffalo, trading them over back and forth, only to find out the barn that I had transferred everybody into, in fact, did not take milk. So back to square one. But that's okay. Live and learn. And, at the end of the day, it's a small thing, eh? Now, bear with. We're just going to do a little topography change in here and whatnot. We'll blend this in. Oh, yeah. You see, that's the problem right there. Right when you come up next to the building, it won't allow you to adjust anything. So any little hole or whatever that's there, it stays there. This is why it always behooves you to level the ground and smooth it a bit before you do any kind of construction, and like that. And always course save before you start. That way, if you do mess up, you can kind of go back and, reload your last save and start over type of thing. But I think this will suit our purpose well enough, eh? Now, we'll get ourselves a few moo-moos in here, making sure that they actually do milk, because, buying a bunch of Angus wouldn't be all that well as far as making cheese goes. Okay, so a few Swiss and a few Holstein. That ought to do her for that. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, that'll work. Now we got to get these fine ladies some FUD, because, you need to eat in order to produce that milk. So yeah, we'll get some total mixed ration in here, then we'll get them some straw for some bedding and make the ladies all nice and comfortable. Oh, excuse me one more second, guys. Oh, that first cup of coffee, it sure goes down quick, don't it? Gotta get her into you, man. Can't fly on one wing. You cannot fly on one wing. Okay, bear with, just going around taking care of all the anti-miles and whatnot. Doing it this way it's a little more labor intensive per se for me, but I mean, a lot of it we just do off camera anyway. But it is better for me in that just clicking, having a tractor at every animal pasture and whatnot, and you get clicking through, and 14 clicks later you're still doing this and that and there, and that's so I downsized, like I say, sold off a bunch of the tractors, got rid of most of the fleet, and we go around with a single tractor and doing it this way. You know, it's more involved, it's more hands-on, and I kind of like that side of it. But also, oopsies, who put that fence there? First day with a new front grill. Oh, there we go. Yeah, a little less kind of clicky, and just going from machine to machine to, well, you've seen me do it. It gets frustrating. It gets a little long in the tooth, if you will. Okay, there we are. Get the old buffalo taken care of. Now I'm going to just back this out of the way. Reason being, it's going to facilitate more ease of access when I come back next time. I can pull in and forward and then just back up to it, and like that, instead of trying to wiggle waggle between it and the fence. All right, let's pick this one up and continuing on here. Just look at the reverse skills on this guy, eh? Yeah. Reverse skills. So does that mean like you don't have any skills because it's like reverse skills, so therefore they're non-existent? Like, how does that work, man? So yeah, this is gonna work out nice and smooth like. We'll get in here for our milk. Now we're gonna, yeah, that's the only problem right there. That one little dip, and there's no way to take that out. As I say, that's my fault. Should have leveled the ground before I put the the pasture in. But I did not. So there you go. It is what it is, and like that. But there we are. So I'm going to keep this one short, guys. Just wanted to kind of, you know, get some things tidied up on the log sort side of things and like that. And mostly get this new production in so we can get stuff going in the bakery. But in the meantime and in between time, my friends, love and light, eh? Brightest blessings, guys. Now, do us a solid, will you? When you're done here, you go tell somebody you love them, eh? All right. Be good to each other. Bye for now.